Yes, friends, now we have methods to increase interaction. They are nice methods, enjoyable methods. Here, for example, we have thoroughly equipped the stage. The operations we will perform here include placing a tool here, placing a person, placing a tool-satisfied person, and so on. For example, I'm going to the Sketchfab library from here. I came to the tool section. There were tools that I was a discount user of. Let's see how one of them is. This one is not coming. There was this one, BM, it was there, friends. Yes, give it a like. Let's spin it like this. Like this. Let's do it. Let me do it like this a bit. Let it be like the leaves are standing in front of the tree, as if standing in front of the car. Now, when we download these vehicles, friends, I downloaded an old model to make it a bit more natural. There are various vehicles here. There are many objects on Sketchfab. You can use them. Look, there's a broken vehicle over there. There are various different vehicles. You can use them. There is a Nissan Skyline GTR. Let's do it like this, friends, if you want. Look like this. Let's put it inside as well. After dragging and dropping, it appears after a certain time. Let's do it like this. Let it stand like this inside. Let me zoom in a bit more so it can be seen from outside. Yes. Let it stay there. For this vehicle, since the vehicle is nearby, we need to adjust its coating settings. We have come to the coating section. In previously released versions, there was no vehicle coating or tire coating. This is available now, friends. Look, there are different types of vehicles for winter and summer. We can place this here. Then let's go to the car paint section from the material part and take it from the vehicle coating section. We can do it like this. Actually, our building is dark. This one is light. So since the building is light, it might be good for this to be dark. A kind of classic color preference could be like this. It will look nice. Let's go to the metal section. From the metal section, we can do chrome, matte chrome, light chrome. We can assign a coating to the exterior here. How would these look? Could be like this. Let's go to plastic. This is a bit more of a textured plastic. It could be a smoother plastic. Maybe like this. Yes, it doesn't look bad. We have a situation here. These chromes need to be dark. They remained white. Let's lower their colors like this, friends. Yes. It will look better. In fact, this... I press 2 to slow down the camera to enter inside, friends. Here, I'm selecting this part. From here to this, I'll increase the emissivity value a little bit. As for the color, I'll go for a slight yellowish tint. Let's check from the wire part. It could be like this as well. The lights of all cars are like this. Friends, a bit more like this. It becomes garlicky. Let's leave it like this for now. I pressed 4. Let's do the windows from the class section. Like this. Clear class. Yes. However, the rims, yes, the bags are different. Friends, let's do it like this. Let's select this. Should we also throw it here? Yes. When we take a render like this, it will look nice. However, the tires are a bit too shiny. We can reduce its reflection a bit. See when render finishes. Now look, I want to check the clarity. It doesn't look bad. There is too much reflection on the tire. It's beneficial to dull them a bit. Let's do it like this. Let's select these. However, this is quite a lot of excess stuff. Shiny. Let's fix them in this way. Yes. Let's leave it like this for now. From here, let's go to the character section. It shouldn't be animated. It could be more like a sporty style. University. Sports? Well, how about this? Yes. Let's do it like this. Let's create an atmosphere, as if someone is waiting on the car. Rotate. Let's lower it like this. Let's lower this a bit more like this. Yes, let's have this situation for now, as if waiting for someone. Here in different ways. How about this? I mean, this male. Let's take a look this for a more natural shape process. It could be someone walking. Let's do it like this, friends. From here, as if greeting this person. We can create an interaction like this. Here, various. There are also characters, and alongside the characters, there are animals, friends. Like here, a butterfly. Could be. Later on, there could be a cat here to capture the essence. There could be a bird. Here, I will move these higher. It would be nice if they enter the photo frame. Stay this It can give a feeling, as if tree leaves are scattered like lace. Yes, like this. As I mentioned, decoration is a somewhat meticulous task that requires effort. Friends, there could actually be a tool here. For that, I came back to SketchUp. The tool section, there's very detailed, friends. There are very detailed tools in SketchUp. You can use one of them. If you want a different observation, a different one, if you want to create an interesting scene, there are various scenes like this. Look, there are various tools, like a Porsche, for example, like this vehicle. Let's bring this over here and see how it will look. How is the size? Some tools can appear very large. I think they come in a very different size because they are drawn in inches and meters. It's useful to scale them down again with scale when you download them. Some tools also keep you waiting like this, friends. Hopefully it won't corrupt the file. There is also a possibility of crashing when some models arrive. Therefore, it's necessary to pay attention to such situations. Yes, it has arrived. Look. Yes, it looks like a vehicle of different quality. It has something underneath as well. The name of the person modeled it is there. A classic vehicle. Let it stay like this. Yes, I think we could move the lower parts of this, friends. This. It has this part. Look, with this part and the lower part, this lower part, I think we could lift it. Or we will do something with it a little. Since there are too many objects, I'm having trouble finding the main thing. By lowering this a bit like this, yes, we can solve this process in this way. Friends, I'm going to the library section from here. I'm going back to the car paint section from the coating part, a close one to him. But I think this one looks similar. Let's select this. It's too light. How about this one? Yes, it's a different color. Actually, it's fun. I mean, this, it could be darker than this. Yes, something like this could work, friends. In the metal section, look like this. We can make these parts metal. It's already metal. When this scene is filled, there's a kind of delay, friends, in Twinmotion. When you do the coating, make sure where you will place it. Determine it well, because there's always a chance it might go onto a different object. For these parts, I say metallic slightly. I selected these, friends. These are the irons. For their selection, I lifted it like this, and I will lower it, and it's raked like this. Yes, it looks nice this way. We can make the glasses. There are glass parts. From the glass section, these glass parts. Clear glass. Yes. Let's see how it looks. Yes, I would like to say that it is a different and unusual type of vehicle. It has rims. We can make a rim from the metal part for these again. Like this. There are tire parts. Let's make it a winter thing. Let's put on tires. Look like this. Winter looks quite nice. Let's adjust this part from the metal section as well. They have drawn a lot of details. There are quite a lot of details in the vehicle. Yes, for now. Let's leave it like this, friends. It's sufficient for now. Actually, we can add lines and different things to it, but for now, a sufficient situation has been created. A similar character to this one, similar to this one. What could it be? What could it be? You get a little more crazy about it, like this, a bit like this. This could be a guy with a rogue look, but finding him for this vehicle. Now it's difficult, this winter. It won't work. This could be it. Maybe look, it says live, or this could be it. Yes, it's not like it's good or anything. Let's do it like this. We can have a conversation between two characters here in front of the vehicle. Yes, it's nice for now. So for now, it doesn't look bad, friends. Now the process we will do, friends, is to add some light to the interior parts. Let's save this. To the interior parts, this, by saving to the inner situations and adding a bit of a rainy effect from HDR. Let's make the image even more beautiful from the media section, friends. Now I will come here. I came here, deep inside. There are the light parts I showed at the very beginning from here, from the lighting section. I take aerial lighting and drop it here, friends. I also lift it upwards. Look, this line is distinct. From this lighting section, I adjust the intensity of this light. Intensity is currently at front. Let it stay like this. In the light intensity, friends, we can also enable the shadow, like this. Of course, to see this, we need to do something like this. Let's take a look at the render. To appear in the render, the weather needs to be a bit darker. To see that effect, friends. So let's switch from here to from the ambiance section. Let's switch from the MMI section to the HDR section. Look, it immediately revealed itself. As you can see, the lights are a bit too much. It looks nice for now, but the light part in Ariel yet seems excessive. It was 100, sorry, it was 1,000. Let's make it 200, or even 100. Let's make it 50. A slight effect like this is sufficient. 100 is enough. Let's make it 100. There is a lens flare effect here. We will need to reduce them. Let's do this, friends. Let's close this for a moment. The value of this here, let's make it 250 or even 3. This is the spread value, friends. It was saying 5 meters. It was going all the way down. But the value here is sufficient for us, or even 350. I'm leaving one at the bottom as well, like this. To the side, I'm on the upper floor and I'll move it aside. Let's see how it would be great if it could show us a slight beam of light inside. Yes, it shows here, look. These are a bit outside. Let's do it like this. Let's make this 200, friends, so the authority increases. Yes. Start render. Yes, it's quite nice. The light is a bit less in the upper parts. Here, I'm making these 500. We can add a spot for these parts. Again, we write spot from this SketchUp section, friends. For the spotlight, look, I had downloaded these before. I'm bringing this spot lamp here to this part. And I will do it like this again. Instancy. I will move these a bit further. This stayed here. Let's do it like this. Yes. Yes. For now, we will apply some effects, and at the same time, the light of the vehicle here is too much, friends. Let's adjust it. There is a bit of excess there. We have our lens-free effect. We will adjust that too. I am selecting from here. Let's go to the intensity section. The emissive section, yes, it's too much. Look, diffuser. Let it stay at these values. For now, at the moment, it's adequate enough, friends. I mean, having lights everywhere doesn't create natural effects. It looks good for now. It doesn't look bad. We will differentiate this area a bit more by increasing some values. For now, it's sufficient, friends, but we will continue to create even better effects.